So that's pretty awesome. Number 7, reach out to people you can trust and build your team. You might be helping people you can't trust. You might be having a soup line where people in your neighborhood can come to the corner of your house and be able to get a bowl of soup. But you don't want people you can't trust to be part of your team. And the best people that you can bring into your team are people that you've known for a long time, family members. The problem is a lot of them right now think you're nuts. But the day is going to come where they're going to call you and say, boy, these things that are happening are convincing me maybe you're not nuts. And they're the ones that are not storing food, but some of them are going to have good skills that you want as part of your team. And let me tell you, there are some people that say that if the people you help don't have something they can contribute, they shouldn't be part of your group. Well, you need to have balance, but I don't go with that. I mean, what are you going to do? Tell some old lady that you can't go out and work in the garden, you can't come in and to be part of my group? Are you going to tell the orphans that you know, tough luck kids, go out and forage for food like the animals? No, let me tell you. Helping people is why we're going to be here. This is the final test. This is the final test. Do you want Jesus to say, well done, thou good and faithful servant? Or do you want to make it to the rapture and be left behind? I mean, this is your opportunity to bring people into eternity that will be your best friends forever. And like I was saying, that's what it's all about. That's why pre-trib rapture just doesn't make any sense. Here we're entering into the biggest spiritual battle of all time, and some people would say that God's going to take his army home, and that the church of the tribulation are going to be all the backslid Christians that skip Bible school, that skip Sunday school, they didn't read their Bible, and they're going to be the glorious church triumphant? That doesn't make any sense. That God would take his soldiers, his army home, and let those that are on AWOL all get back together and be the triumphant church. No, that's not the way it is. And as I was saying, if the Lord came now, too many would be left behind. So when you're reaching out to build your group, and if you have the benefit of being able to look for some of the certain skill sets that you need, number one, you need to look for, unless you're that man, is a spiritual leader to pastor this group. Let me tell you, spiritual warfare will come against your group. There will be people in your camp, just like Moses had, that will try to tear it apart. There'll be complainers. There'll be people that don't want to work. There'll be people that don't want to pray. So you're going to need to have spiritual leadership, and you're going to need to have diligent prayer to push back the efforts of the enemy. Look for someone with cooking skills. Look for people that have garden skills, general handyman. Security skills, former military and police officers. Trained medical personnel, doctors, nurse would be a great help. You're probably not going to get all these skill sets. But you know what you can do is you need to acquire all of the training materials ahead of time, like good books on gardening. Some of you will be figuring out how to garden when you should have been already figuring it out. Some of you will be figuring out how to can, and let me tell you, if you don't have the canning jars, you don't have the lids, you don't have the pressure cooker, you don't have a propane stove to do it on, then you're tough out of luck. What a shame to end up having a great harvest going into winter and seeing it all spoil before your eyes because you was not able to preserve it. This is all under last-minute pressure.